Why Buddha was a neuroscientist. Buddha was a neuroscientist, not because he had brain scans or MRI machines, but because he understood something that modern science is only now catching up to. Your brain is working against you right now, not because you're broken, not because there's something wrong with you, but because evolution literally wired you to panic. Right now, while you're watching this, your amygdala, that little alarm bell deep inside your skull, is screaming danger, even though you're completely safe. Actually, here's what's wild. 43% of people watching this are lying awake at 3 in the morning feeling exactly this. Their minds won't shut off. Racing, looping, absolutely exhausting. If that's you, stop trying harder to sleep. Your brain doesn't need more effort. It needs to remember how to feel safe. And here's the thing. In the next 6 minutes, I'm showing you the exact technique Buddha taught that rewires this whole system. It sounds almost too simple, but neuroscience backs it. The panic truth. So here's what's actually happening in your neurobiology when you can't sleep. Your amygdala, it's shaped like 2 tiny almonds deep inside your brain, and it's got one job, just one: keep you alive. It scans for threats, constantly. Is something dangerous? Is something dangerous? Is something dangerous? It never stops asking. Now, millions of years ago, that was genius. A tiger shows up. Your amygdala screams. You run. You survive. That system saved your ancestors. But here's the problem. Your amygdala doesn't understand email. It can't tell the difference between a tiger and a text from your boss. So it treats Monday morning the same way your ancestors treated a predator. That's why you can't turn your brain off. It's not laziness. It's not weakness. It's your survival system doing exactly what it evolved to do. And honestly, that's actually where Buddha comes in. The ancient solution. 2,500 years ago, a man sat beneath a tree in India, not to pray, not to chant, but to understand his own mind. He was dealing with the exact same chaos you're experiencing right now, a mind that wouldn't stop, thoughts spiraling, energy completely exhausted. And instead of fighting it, instead of trying to force his mind into silence, he did something radical. He just watched it. In the Anapanasati Sutta, which is basically Buddha's own personal meditation manual, he describes this so simply. He says, know when you breathe in a long breath. Know when you breathe out a long breath. Know when you breathe in a short breath. Know when you breathe out a short breath. That's it. No complicated techniques, no escape. Just watching. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Buddha understood something, and neuroscience is literally just now mapping this out. Something important. When you place your attention on your breath, you're not erasing anxiety. You're redirecting your brain's actual power. Your prefrontal cortex, that's the thinking part of your brain, the part that makes decisions. It starts sending stronger, clearer signals to your amygdala. And the amygdala, which has been screaming danger for hours, finally hears something different. It hears, it's okay. We're breathing. We're actually safe. Right now, in this exact moment, we're okay. You repeat that a few times, and something shifts inside you. Your amygdala starts to trust your prefrontal cortex again. And the panic? It actually quiets down. Proof, practice, and how to begin. So let me show you what actually happens in your brain. 8 weeks. Daily practice. Just 5 minutes a day. Your prefrontal cortex physically grows. The neural pathways get stronger. The brain regions that handle calm and clarity, they literally enlarge. And at the same time, your amygdala shrinks. Noticeably, by about 4%. Now, 4% might not sound like much, but that 4% change, it's the difference between panic attacks and peace. It's the difference between lying awake and actually sleeping. This isn't metaphorical. This is neuroscience. We have brain scans that prove it. But here's the thing that blows my mind. Buddha described this exact same phenomenon 2,500 years ago. Without brain scans. Without fMRI machines. He used a metaphor that's so perfect it fits modern neuroscience like a glove. He said, concentration through mindfulness of breathing disperses the turbulence of the mind, just as a rain cloud in the hot season disperses dust and heat and brings relief. Your attention is the rain cloud. Your anxiety is the dust. And when that cloud arrives, the dust doesn't fight back. It simply settles. And when you do this consistently, when you practice regularly, your baseline actually shifts. Your brain rewires itself. Here's what actually changes when you commit to this. Day 1 through 3. Your mind is still racing, but something's different. You start to notice the racing instead of being trapped inside it. That shift, that's everything right there. Week 1, your sleep changes. Not perfectly, but noticeably. 1 or 2 nights where your brain actually quiets down, just enough to taste what's possible. Week 2, you catch yourself mid-spiral. An anxious loop starts, and instead of getting dragged into it, you notice. You breathe, and it passes, much faster than before. Week 4, your baseline has actually shifted. Anxiety visits less frequently. When it does come, it doesn't stick around as long. Week 8, your brain structure has changed. The neuroplasticity research is crystal clear on this. Your prefrontal cortex is stronger. Your amygdala is quieter. Panic used to be your default. Now, calm is. And here's what I want you to know. This isn't magic. It's neuroscience meeting Buddha's ancient understanding. Your brain was literally designed to change, to rewire, to heal. And it's been waiting for you to show it. How? So here's what you actually do today. Right now. Find a quiet spot, or even a semi-quiet spot if that's what you've got. Sit with your spine straight but not rigid. Close your eyes or just soften your gaze. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Yeah, exactly 5. Not 20. Not 30. 5. And then just breathe. Feel the breath entering your nostrils. Feel it moving down into your lungs. Feel it leaving. In. Out. In. Out. Your mind will wander. Probably within the first minute, honestly. When it does, just smile gently. No judgment. None. Notice the thought. Notice the feeling. And then, without any frustration, without any criticism, bring your attention back to the breath. That moment. That noticing. That returning. That is the entire practice. Not the moments when your mind is quiet. The moments when it wanders and you bring it back. That's where the rewiring happens. Right there. Just do this. 5 minutes. 5 times this week. That's all. And then pay attention to what shifts. Your sleep, your reactions, that space between a trigger and your response. That space, that's freedom. Buddha didn't invent peace. He showed us how to remember it. And it's always been here. One breath away. If this resonated with you, comment below. Tell me, when are you taking your first conscious breath? Subscribe so you never miss a teaching that brings ancient wisdom into your modern life. And if someone you know is stuck in their own 3 a.m. loop, trapped in their own panic, share this. They might need to hear exactly this. Breathe well.